Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for stopping by. I wanted to do the Never Have I Ever YouTuber tag. This YouTube tag was started by a girl with a garden. I will leave her information somewhere on the screen or in the description. I don't really think I've been tagged in it. I'm not sure, but I have watched a lot of videos of people saying, if you want to do this video, consider yourself tagged. I think it's really fun. So there's 20 questions. So while answering these Never Have I Evers, I'm also going to do a little bit of repotting. I have several plants that need repotted. I have a bunch of begonia that need repotted, but I think you're gonna see this video before my unboxing of those begonias. So I'm not gonna do that on camera. I will do it on camera, but not in this video. Anyways, I have my drink here. I have my questions on my little laptop here in front of me. I have my plants. I'm ready to go. So for my drink, I have here a hard seltzer. This is the brand Truly. I typically drink a different brand, like Vizzy or something. Truly's really good too. This is the lemonade kind. So I have black cherry lemonade. I know a lot of people chose to drink something other than alcohol, but I've been pregnant for 2 years, basically 3 years, because I only took a 6-month break between my daughters. You're dang right, your girl's gonna have a beverage. If I were to get a little bit tipsy, Jason is fine with the kids, so I'm not gonna get tipsy. This is 5% alcohol. I'm not gonna be slamming him to the face, so don't worry. I really want to get one of those like plastic cereal storage containers from like Target, like this wide, this tall, and they have like the pop open lid, you know? I've seen several YouTubers use those for their soil, and I think that's a great idea. I keep my soil pre-mixed in a giant tote, and then I just keep it out on my balcony. But I would like to keep, like, you know, a container of my soil in my plant room so I don't have to run out for every little bit of dirt that I need. But for now, I'm using one of my old water cups because I lost the lid anyway. So the first plant that we're going to repot is stuck in this pot. Is my philodendron hastatum, my silver sword. So it's still in the nursery pot that it was shipped to me in, and as you can see, it has just grown like crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of this nursery pot and into something a little bit bigger, give it a little bit more room and stability. It's pretty top heavy. It wants to flop over all the time, so I cannot wait to have a bigger space, guys. So let's go ahead and get on into these Never Have I Evers. So the first one is, never have I ever killed a cactus. Have you not? Yes, I have killed. I've killed 2 grafted moon cactuses. One of them was like the second plant that I had ever gotten. I had no idea how to take care of it, but I had it for like a year. For over a year, I had that plant, and I killed it. It completely rotted away, a very slow death. And so I bought another one. I bought another one to replace it that looked just like it and rotted it away within a few months. So yes, I have. I'm currently killing that little variegated corncob cactus that I showed you guys in a recent haul. After I got it home, one of the babies in it, I checked on it and it was completely flopped over and rotted. Now there's 2 left, and the second one has now flopped and is rotted. So I don't think that's actually anything I done. I think I got it from Lowe's that way because I haven't had it long enough to rot it. I hadn't watered it yet. But yeah, and I'm sure that there's more that I have killed. So I've killed plenty of succulents, I know that. So number 2 is, never have I ever taken a cutting from a nursery. And the answer to that would be no. I know a lot of people have done this like at the beginning of their plant journey especially, but I've never really found anything on the floor that caught my attention, I don't guess. But no, I haven't. If you do, whatever. So number 3 is, never have I ever spent $100 on one plant. If you guys have been here a while, you know the answer to that. Whoops. This is really good, by the way. So yeah, I have, not very many times, but my Alocasia Capria Red Secret was probably the first one that I spent. It was $150, which is ridiculous. And my philodendron melanochrysum verrucosum was I think 130. And then my Thai constellation was 110, I believe, shipped. And I think that's the only plants that I have spent 100 or more on, I think. But I mean, if I only spend that much if it's a plant that I really, really, really want. And I think it's even at 100 or above, I still think it's a good deal. Then yeah, if I have it, I will. Number 4, never have I ever bought a plant just because it was trending on Instagram. I know that I've definitely seen plants, you know, on Instagram, and that's what initially drew me to that said plant and made me want to buy it. But my plant hobby started before I even had a plant Instagram. So when I got most of the trending plants, I was seeing them more on YouTube than Instagram, if that makes sense, for the first time. So no, not really Instagram, but I'm gonna drink to this anyway because I've definitely seen plants since then on Instagram or on social media, period, and that's where I fell in love with them, and that's the reason I bought them. So we will drink to that. Okay, so I've been just waiting for the perfect plant to put in this cute little terracotta that I've had for over a year. I've had it for a long time. I used to have a Syngonium in it, but I wasn't feeling it, so I removed it. And I don't know how long I'm gonna like this. I might eventually get a plant that I think would look better in here and change it, but for now he's really cute. He's gonna be getting a haircut really soon. And going to a friend, so that's exciting. Okay, where are we at? I'm also going to be repotting my Hoya Sunrise, and I'm repotting. I'm not up potting it. This pot's only a teeny bit bigger than this one, but I am just transferring it from terracotta to a glazed pot because basically I'm having to water this little Hoya every day, and the leaves are getting really wrinkly because it's just drying out way too fast. It's not getting a good drink. So I am going to move it to the same size because the size is good, only a glazed. So hopefully it won't be drying out quite as fast. We will see. All right, number 5. Never have I ever met another PlantTuber. Unfortunately, I haven't, but I hope to. Hopefully this year, if things settle down. No, I haven't, and I'm sad about it because I see so many other YouTubers that have gotten to meet their friends or other YouTubers. So I think that would be really cool, and I hope I get the opportunity to meet another YouTuber one day, but I have not. Number 6, never have I ever neglected a plant and purposely let it die a slow death. Yes, I have. I've done that to a few plants, and I've mentioned this in previous videos. Mostly what I've done, if it's a plant that I just no longer liked or wasn't bringing me joy and it wasn't doing so well, don't have anyone that could take it off my hands to just give it to, I have taken them out on my balcony and just kind of left them to fend for themselves, and many times they die because I forget to water them or I'm just over it, you know? So I definitely try not to bring any plants into my collection anymore unless I'm truly in love with them, unless it's a plant that I truly want. So that doesn't happen. But yeah, I mean, it happens, okay? Number 7, never have I ever purchased a plant and later regretted it. That's not something I've done in a long time, but in the beginning I definitely did that with Dracaenas and Crotons. I bought 2 Crotons. Oh my gosh, let's go ahead and drink because Crotons are not allowed to exist in this home. Okay, we do not do Crotons here. Crotons, whatever you want to call them. I hate them with a passion. I hate them. They're the bane of my existence. But really, they're just so finicky. Every time I see one in store, I just cringe a little bit almost because of my experience. Yeah, no. Definitely Crotons, however you say it. Whatever tickles your pickle. Never have I ever bargained with a plant seller to get a plant cheaper. No. I've never done that. I'm not much of a haggler. If I see prices that I think are outrageous, I just won't visit that shop again. I mean, if I think it's a shop that's, you know, overpriced, I probably just won't go there unless I'm willing to put down the money, because it is someone's business and it's their prerogative, I guess. I mean, I know people are selling these plants for outrageous prices. I do. I don't agree with it. It does piss me off a little bit that a lot of these sellers, you know, take advantage of people that are desperate for a certain plant. But I haven't, and I probably wouldn't. Can we just take a second to look how pretty and adorable this Hoya Sunrise looks in this green pot? That is so cute. I love all of the colors. Like, that color contrast is amazing. Isn't she so adorable? I gotta give her a name. She definitely needs a name. I love her. So cute. Put that name tag back in there, like I'm gonna forget who she is. So I need to uppot this Sansevieria because it is getting massive. It's got babies coming out everywhere, little plantlets. So, and it's still in its nursery pot, so I am going to go ahead and repot him also. Never have I ever killed a rare plant. Let's just go ahead and not very many, no, but I did, in fact, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the most I've spent on a plant, I believe, was the Hoya Capria Red Secret, or Hoya. I swear, Hoya people, once we talk about one Hoya, we have Hoya on the brain, okay? My Alocasia Capria Red Secret, oh, that was like my plant of plants, plant of all plants. I was so excited to get that, and it was doing really, really well for the longest time. I got it beginning of last summer. It was doing really, really well for a very long time. It was blooming. It started to bloom, and this poor plant ended up with mealy bugs, and then it got hit with the bacterial infection that, you know, a couple of my plants got hit with over the winter, at the beginning of winter, and then the spider mites came along, and I'm assuming that's what did it, because I didn't know at the time that it and my Gloriosum and a couple others had spider mites in the very beginning of their spider mite journey. It lost all of its leaves down to one, and then that leaf finally, it just had all that it could take. It started blooming. It was the most beautiful thing, and literally like 3 days later is when it started to everything just went downhill. That was really sad. That broke my heart. But I was like, you know, Alocasia, maybe they go dormant. Maybe that's what my Capria did. It just had too much. It's winter, so it went dormant. So I tried my hand at overwintering the bulb. And when I say try, I mean I literally just left it in the soil in a terracotta pot and didn't water it. Still out with the rest of my plants, getting light. And I checked the bulbs like a month or so later, and they were completely dried out, and I ended up just getting rid of that. And I kind of regret it now. I wish I would have kept it and seen if it came back for me. It could have just went dormant, but I did end up killing it regardless because I threw it out. I also killed my Scindapsus tribii Moonlight that I wanted for so long, and I finally found one in the US from a US seller. It was like this long. It was beautiful, rooted cutting, and I overwatered that plant within just a few weeks of having it. Yeah, and I pulled it out of the pot, and all the roots were mush, and I tried to reroot it. I had a lot of fails with water propagating this winter, I'll tell you that. Sphagnum moss worked really well on most of my plants, but yeah, so I learned a lesson there. But I lost that plant, and I have not been able to find one since until recently, but it's still in another country, so we'll see how that goes. Other than that, that's all I can think of that I've killed that would be considered rare. So thank God, knock on wood. There's some wood right here. We're good. Okay. Never have I ever drove an hour to shop at a plant nursery. I'll go ahead and drink and then explain. Okay, so I have never drove over an hour just to go plant shopping. However, I would drive to pick up my husband when he was working near the one that I love in Pennsylvania or in Ohio called Leaf. And that's 3 hours away. So I would, go visit him, and go out that way for him and always stop by that plant shop. So that was definitely on my brain. So that's like a yes and a no. We don't really have plant nurseries here. So that's why I order literally all of my plants online, guys. We don't have nurseries. Our big box stores typically suck. So I wish that I lived in like California or Florida or somewhere where they have like all of the awesome plants, but unfortunately that's not the case. But you guys are so lucky. I'm not going to tell you guys what I've named this plant because I might get in trouble or offend some people. He looks pretty cute. Here's this guy. I think he'll be happier. Okay, and last, I am really considering potting up my beautiful painted lady that I have saved from the brink of death. Lost all her roots. I rerouted her over the winter in the sphagnum moss, and now she has exploded with beautiful root growth. This whole jar is completely full of roots, but I'm kind of concerned how I'm going to get the moss off of the roots without damaging the roots. And I'm also really nervous because it's grown so well since it rerouted in this moss. I'm just really nervous to piss her off and put her in soil and then she like stops growing or dies. How many questions do we have left? Okay, we're only halfway through. I need to speed it up a little bit. Number 11. Never have I ever bought a plant so large that it could barely fit in my car. Whenever I bought my largest Monstera deliciosa, it was pretty big, but I don't remember having any problems fitting it in my car. And I did have a really small car then at the time. I had a little Chevy Cruze. And then my fiddle leaf fig was really big whenever I got him, but again, I mean, he fit. So, no, I don't really think so. I've had a challenge on my hands when it comes to fitting a plant or two in my car, but it was never so big that it couldn't fit. Number 12, never have I ever showered with my plants. I see a lot of people getting like weirded out by this question. They're like, why would you? Let me just say this. I never take my plants into the shower with me when I get in and like set them in the tub and shower with them. However, there's certain plants that get watered in my shower, like hanging plants. I'll take them in and I'll water them really good, and then I'll hang them in my shower, either on my shower head or my curtain rod, and let them drain like overnight or for a day or two. And then like sometimes I'll just forget them in there for an extra day or two, and I'll go to take a shower and they'll be hanging in there, and I'm like, oh, hey friend, sure, you can hang there, no biggie. And I just kind of like, but I don't like pull them down and shower with them, like, yeah. And I also shower my plants. So there's several, especially my more large ones that collect more dust, that I'll take into the shower and put them in the tub and hose them down really good. So I do that, and then sometimes I will take a bubble bath and I'll take in my crystals. Love my crystals. I'll take in my crystals. I'll take in my an incense and a candle, and I'll bring in a couple plants with me and just put around the tub, and get my glass of wine or whatever, get in the bubble bath and just like put on some music, do some meditating, because I love to meditate, take baths with plants around me. I don't have any windows in my bathroom, so unfortunately none are in there unless I bring them in. But so we'll go ahead and drink for that. Did I drink for that already? I don't know. Number 13. Never have I ever went on a no plant buy and it was successful. No, because I don't go on no plant buys. Now a lot of people have the same opinion, but I definitely agree with it. I don't believe in it. It's just like diets. Many people have referred it to. Becca de la Plants, for instance. I don't do diets. I'm just trying to eat healthy. And if I want some cake, I'm going to eat some cake. If I want a cookie, I'm going to eat a cookie. And it's just all about moderation and a healthy diet in general. And sometimes I do buy more plants than other times. I'll go on a little bit of a purge, I guess you could say. I don't know. But and I feel like if I went on a no buy and I didn't, like, I limited myself and wouldn't allow myself to buy anything at all for a month or whatever, that then I would go crazy and want to, like, buy everything because I restricted myself. Do you know what I mean? I'm not for no buys. I mean, if that's something you do, that's cool, but I don't go on no buys. Number 14, never have I ever gotten a plant for free. I mean, kind of. My husband has gotten me an orchid. He's gotten me several plants, actually. Just kind of like brought to me as a surprise. I think he even ordered one or two as a surprise. So does that count? Like, I've had a shop send me an extra plant or cutting with, you know, my order before, but so I guess. But no one in my family or anything like that ever gets me plants, which that would be cool. Fam. Number 15, never have I ever bought a plant as a gift and decided to keep it for myself. Okay. No, up until literally like last month. And let me show you. Look how beautiful. I actually just repotted her. And this is going to be Pam because, okay, so I actually ordered 2 of these with the intentions. I knew one of them was going to Pam, and the other one I was like, maybe I'll send it to another friend because I have like 3 people that I'm sending plants out to. I didn't really know if I would for sure, but I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. I don't have this plant currently. So I ordered 2 from Gabriella Plants. I did send Pam hers, and she's like, are you going to keep the other one? And I was like, I really like it. I don't know. She's like, well, you should, and then we could have twin plants. And I'm like, friendship plants, you know, like the bracelets or the necklace. It's so cute. So I was like, yep, I'm keeping it. She said she loves it. And I have completely fallen head over heels in love with mine as well. So I did decide to keep this. I bought it potentially to send to someone else, and then ended up keeping it for myself because it's really beautiful in person. I don't have it, and it's just, I love the colors. The light, all of the different shades of green and yellow is so pretty. And I recently took it out of its nursery pot and potted it in this little ceramic planter, and I think it's adorable. So do you blame me? Never have I ever sold a plant online. Okay, no, I have not sold a plant online, or ever. I've never sold a plant. Number 17, never have I ever deleted mean or inappropriate comments on YouTube. I don't think I have. I don't think that I've had to. Luckily, I have not gotten very many rude or inappropriate comments yet on my channel. I don't think I'm large enough. That's not an invitation to come talking smack in the comment section though, because I will. I have no problem deleting comments. If it's something like just towards me, someone being like snarky towards me, because I have got a couple of those, I just leave them. That's no big deal. I just usually heart them and go on. I don't really care. If it were something that were offensive or rude or hurtful to other people or to my subscribers or friends, then I would delete it and block that person. So, but so far, I don't think that I've had to delete anything. Never have I ever bought a plant with the intent of propagating its cuttings for sale. No, I've never looked at a plant and been like, hey, I want to buy this so I can make money off the cuttings. I'm a collector because I truly love the plants, so I buy plants that I truly love, that speak to my soul and make me happy, and that I feel fit into my collection. So no, I've never thought about that. Now I am currently thinking like, oh, you're ready to be chopped, and you're ready to be chopped, and you're ready to be chopped, because I'm ready to do some swaps and send some things to some planty friends. I'm not opposed to selling cuttings one day if I ever had something that I wanted to sell, but for me personally, no, I've never bought a plant with that intention. Number 19, never have I ever went on a big box store run and not going to the garden center. So never have I ever went to Lowe's and not stopped by the garden center. No, I haven't. If I go to Lowe's, Walmart, or Home Depot, I am definitely going and checking out the garden center and their plant selection. I usually don't have the intention of buying anything because we really usually don't have anything that I want. But every now and then you'll find like a unicorn plant at one of my big box stores. So that's why I feel the need to check every time. I just want to see what they have, what we're getting in stock, and if I find a unicorn plant, then, but yeah, so I need to drink to that, right? For 20, last but not least, never have I ever met some of my followers in person. Followers? Followers. I'm gonna say friends because followers? I feel like everyone that's subscribed on my YouTube is my friend. So, at least most of y'all. I'm sure there's a few haters, but no, I haven't, unfortunately, but I would love to. I live in West Virginia. There's not a lot of other plant YouTubers or plant people that I have come in contact with yet from West Virginia besides Without a Leaf. What's her name? Without a Leaf? Without a Leaf. I'm not sure if that's her YouTube handle or not, but she's in Huntington, West Virginia. But no, I've never met anybody, but the same thing with I never met another YouTuber. I would really love to meet some of my plant friends in person. That would be so amazing. So hopefully one day that can happen. Alright guys, that's it. I'm gonna go water these cuties and get them put back in their homes. I know I've watched a lot of these videos from other YouTubers, so I'm not sure, I can't remember off the top of my head who all has done this and who all hasn't. I'm gonna tag Rachel from Heart Shaped Leaves. I'm not sure if she's done this or not, but I would definitely like to see her take on this. And I'm gonna tag Alex from Beantown Plants. I also wanted to tag Wild Fern. She has an awesome channel here on YouTube. I believe she started doing like other like vlog lifestyle types of videos. I've been watching her for quite a while now, quite a long time before she really started putting out much plant content. So if you have not checked her channel out, definitely do. I will leave it somewhere here on the screen in the description. Fern, if you would like to do the Never Have I Ever challenge, I tag you, girl. I would love to see your video on this. And also, if you're watching this and you make YouTube videos and you would like to do this tag, consider yourself tagged, as everyone else says, because I'm not sure who's done it and who hasn't. So if you want to do it, you can say I tagged you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you thought it was fun. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.